Well, I want to make this a tribute to Bill Clinton. Not that he was ever my favorite president as a president, but as far as a president having the most fun in the White House, I think this guy wins it, hands it down. I know they had a lot of rumors about him about, snorting cocaine and smoking weed and all that type of stuff, but same thing could be said probably about a lot of people in political office, including Teddy Kennedy. I heard this stuff. They're rumors, but they're pretty prevalent rumors. Yeah, nobody's got proof, but whatever. But as far as having the most fun in the White House, I think Bill Clinton wins that title hands down. And he's got some pretty good taste in women too. He goes after the finest looking porn stars and that type of stuff. Now, whereas we can compare this with General Petraeus, but General Petraeus I don't think has a brain in some ways. I know he didn't resign over this affair because all these guys that are generals and politicians have affairs left and right. That's the norm. I over-exaggerate. Well, I didn't over-exaggerate. It's far more prevalent than anybody suspects. And I guess the Christians would be hanging their heads in shame. But, it was like this even when the Christians were prevalent throughout the country. It was like this, even on the higher echelons in the Vatican, even during the medieval times. And one of the popes even was killed by a angry parishioner, I guess you would call him, who was screwing around with his wife. Honestly, that's what happened way back centuries ago. So it's been going on forever, so nothing's changed. But Bill Clinton, I think he probably wins hands down as having the most fun in the White House. Now, with General Petraeus, I really wonder because, looking at this woman, she's scary. Definitely scary. And the clothes she wears, it's scary too. I mean, she looks like, I don't know what this is, robotic scientist suit. And that hairstyle, I mean, I think she'd look prettier if she shaved her head. That hairstyle is atrocious. This is a scary lady. So I don't know what he was thinking of. But, I guess every freaking buddy has their pitfalls. And, the one thing that got Bill Clinton in trouble was Monica Lewinsky. But, it could have been a number of things. I guess it was the luck of the draw. That's what happens. But I think Bill Clinton's biggest pitfall is Hillary. And I want to point out something that I think is a very interesting story. This was in China. This woman, you could see her before and after picture, and I'll show the link. This is her before picture, and this is her after picture. She got married to some pretty wealthy Chinese gentleman, and she had a baby by him. And he accused her of not having his baby because the baby was so ugly. So he had a blood test, and it turned out the baby, he was in fact a father. Then he found out about this plastic surgery. So he wound up, she had $100,000 worth of plastic surgery. He wound up being able to sue her for $120,000 because she deceived him in her looks and gave birth to an ugly baby. This is in China. Quite different from the United States. Now, I don't know about wily old Bill Clinton, but somehow I don't understand how he can't extradite himself from that Hillary thing and just hook himself up in another arena altogether and get away from that sphere of influence. I don't know what the deal is with that marriage. I think it's a political expediency type marriage, and it's a total sham. But old Bill, for having as much fun as you've had, I think you should dump that lady. Actually, I've heard so many rumors that she would come screaming into a meeting when Bill was president, rant and rave, and yell at him, and have a big tirade and all this kind of crap. And he'd have to stop, just not say anything, let her do its thing for about 5 minutes, and then he'd have to continue on with the meeting. That was probably the bleakest part of his entire White House career. But Bill, I don't know, Bill. If the Chinamen can do it, so can you. I mean, he was able to unload somebody because of false pretenses of plastic surgery. I'm sure you'd have plenty of stuff on old Hillary. Dump her, Bill. Dump her. But anyway, Bill, not too keen on you as a president for some of your foreign policy stuff. But as far as a president that liked to have fun, you probably win the prize.